Good morning. This is a snapshot, a couple of snapshots about the time when our church went through the open and affirming process. After nearly 80 years of being a mainstream Disciples of Christ congregation, Finley Street Christian Church, now Welcome Table, experienced a radical transformation. In July of 1982, the congregation, praying for renewal, called the Reverend Deborah Peavy to fill the pulpit. Over the next few years, Deborah's presence brought new and energetic members to the church, including some gay and lesbian folk. The presence of these gays and lesbians sparked rumors in the church, resulting in one of the elders requesting Deb to preach a sermon about homosexuality. She did. The date was March 17, 1987. Her sermon, Faith for the Future, catapulted the entire church into action. Some members were horrified. Many were exhilarated. Over the next few weeks, nearly every member participated in Bible studies that were set up especially for decision on the issue. An attempt to oust Deborah at the board meeting failed on a vote of 30 to 15. Those were the days when all the elders and all the deacons were on the board. What happened at the board meeting then that turned the tide was Bernice Burns' description of God's answer to her prayer. She had been praying for new people to come to the church. And then one morning she woke up seeing the scripture, "Whosoever believes shall not perish, but have everlasting life." And Bernice said of that, "I knew inside me that the whosoevers were anybody, all inclusive." The next period saw nearly everybody doing intense inner work. What did they really believe? Was being gay really okay? Folks wrote coming out letters to their parents. Some people decided to leave, but many stayed. We then regrouped and wrote a vision statement, which reads as follows: "We, the people of Finley Street Christian Church, affirm God's truth in our community and in our lives. As a Christian community, we are learning to express and receive love. In light of this love, we celebrate differences. We strive to be inclusive and to be open to question and challenge. Our vision calls us to embrace all people, inclusive of sexual orientation, race, age, culture, family configuration, economic circumstance, and persons who are differently abled. In light of our Disciples of Christ heritage, we each take responsibility for our own faith journey. As we journey together in faith, we express Christ's love as a witness to one another and the community through acts of liberation, reconciliation, and healing. By worship, prayer, care of creation, education, outreach, and mission, we seek to embody the new vision of God's community of peace and justice. For the next few years, many of us participated in outreach at the national, regional, and local level. And those are stories for another time. Welcoming anyone and everyone who came through our doors became our way of being as a congregation. Now we're in a new time. What are we going to do? Stay tuned, stay engaged, and let's find out together.